man? Welcome into another episode of the Alliance Insights Podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Bam Rivers, and I've got a vet here with me today, man, the assistant manager of the Columbus, Georgia market, Owen Webster. It's good to see you again,
Good to see you.
Absolutely. So listen, Owen, there's a lot of information that people need to know about Alliance, and there's a lot of information that people need to know about the roofing industry. And since you're my subject matter expert, we want to go ahead and get right to it. Okay. So first of all, when people are looking at getting their roof repaired, the one thing that they probably want to know first is the cost. So just talk about how much does it cost to get a roof repaired?
It really, it kind of differs a lot of the times based off of size, the insurance company itself, and also the amount of damage that's up there. Because some people might need one shingle replaced, some people might need a whole new roof. And it really just depends on the extremity of the damages up there.
Now, talking about the damages, how are we supposed to know when a roof needs to be replaced? What signs do we have to look for?
There's a lot of different signs. I know when I'm out there door knocking or I'm out there in the field, I try to look for little signs as I'm going up to a door that storm damage has hit there. Like if hail damage, sometimes you can see hail collateral on gutters, or you can see it on a door or window frame or anything like that. And those little signs can be signs that you have damage on your roof.
Absolutely.
Same things with internal damages. If you have stains in your roof, like in the ceiling of your home,
right?
Or if you have cracks or any type of fading out on certain parts of your home, it could be a sign of a leak, which could also be more signs to damages of your roof as well.
I got you. So, well, let me ask you this question, because when it comes to consumers, a lot of times they want to get things replaced, but they also want to make sure things are cost effective for them. So when it comes to shingles, is it more cost effective and cheaper to just roof over existing shingles or to get them replaced?
Get them replaced.
Okay.
I think a total roof replacement, that gives you access to all the underlayments underneath to see if there's any damage to like OSB or anything that's underneath there, because it's better to get it done right the first time than potentially go over it and miss something. I think it's definitely more cost efficient to do a full replacement than just repair work.
Okay, and now listen, you got old houses, new houses, and all roofs are different, of course, correct? But when you're talking about faulty roofs, a lot of people may not know how long they can go with a faulty roof before it completely collapses. They're like, do I have some time? So how much time does one actually have with the faulty roof before it needs to be replaced or recovered?
It really just depends on the damages.
Okay.
I was actually on a roof a couple of days ago where their entire ridge vent had blown off due to wind. And looking through there was probably about a 3-inch gap long and like about 3 feet wide of nothing but their attic. And then if rain comes through without tarping over that or getting somebody out there to look at it, it could start causing a lot of interior stuff.
It's a problem.
But if you go up there and there's just hail damage on there, you probably have a little bit of time, but it's better to get it looked at sooner than later, just because we do go off of storm dates. And you can't claim this hailstorm 3 years from now.
Right.
So it is better to move forward with it sooner than later.
So listen, people talk about the value of getting a roof repaired. So I want to ask you a question. One, is it valuable and is it worth it to get a roof repaired? And if so, talk about the value.
When you're repairing roofs, some people, when they're repairing a roof, they don't use the same color or anything like that. So you can tell that there's been repair work to a lot of the roofs out there. Also, it really depends on who puts in, like who actually does the repair to the roof.
Right.
Because somebody could have been doing it for 30 years, somebody could have started yesterday, and they might not do it the way that it's supposed to be done, which could just cause further issues.
More problems, right.
Now with the total complete roof replacement, we have crews that do everything who have been trained to do this stuff. And I just think a full roof replacement, it gives you more of more added value to it.
Correct.
When you're getting a full roof instead of like a couple of shingles fixed here and there.
Right, absolutely. Go ahead and pull out the root rather than just trying to cut over it. Most definitely. Well, let me ask you this question. I know this may be predicated on the actual house and the age of the house, but typically how long does a roof last before it needs to be repaired or replaced?
It like depends on the storms as well. But I'd say probably a 3-tab. Some of the oldest ones that I've seen being about 35, almost 40 years old. And they were almost gone.
Right.
Like very, very brittle. But certain shingles can last for a long time. Sometimes people use very cheap shingles. And then those are just damaged very easily and worn out quicker than other shingles.
All right. And it's my boy Owen Webster, as always, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. He's going to be hosting the podcast soon, man. He's been here enough. So, hey, this is your boy Jonathan Bam Rivers. This has been another phenomenal episode of the Alliance Insights Podcast, and we'll see you next time. God bless.